Gina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina.
And
we're the
Gorgeous
Gorgeous
Geeks.
Geeks. And we have to talk about the worst.
Top of the worst for me was Bane.
Wait, we didn't even tell what the worst is. The worst people who they could have casted for this role as the comic book movie.
The worst adaptation.
Yep, the worst actor to play this, the worst whatever.
The
worst
writing,
the worst performance, the worst
Just
use
bad
just
character.
Just
bad
bad
choice
choice.
of
Bad
an
character.
excellent, interesting character.
Like, you just, like, why'd you use that character? Because, like,
You
now
totally
that,
wasted it.
like, that character
Rape.
hates you. Yeah.
It was a rape.
Okay, so, my top of the list is Bane.
Bane
From Batman, was it
Forever.
Forever? Oh my goodness.
Batman no more. It's bad.
I can't believe, like, Bane is such a good character.
I mean, this
Interesting.
was the man that broke the bat.
Every time Bane appears,
Took
he's like,
him out of commission.
oh crap, here's a freaking fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did they defeat him? How did they defeat him?
They put him
Robin and Alicia Silverstone's Batgirl. He was choking them both, and it's like, hey, there's these big tubes sticking out the back of his neck.
You're saying like a light went off on their head. No, it was an accident. We're dying. Kick and
Let's kick him. Let's get these tubes. And all of a sudden,
No, there was no thought. It was just an accident.
okay, tubes came out, and that's how they defeated him. And this is that was just stupid on their part. If this character is so big and bad, why would you have his weakness sticking out like that? That just doesn't make any sense.
That's some lame formula if it's gonna dissipate that quick. Always constantly bumping. It's just gay.
Let's buy. Hey, all you leaders of the world, of the crime world, come buy this formula. It only lasts for a few seconds, and yes, the weakness is sticking out of their neck. But please, don't tell your enemies that, because they'll be able to defeat him quickly. But please, purchase this thing for $4 billion. That was so ridiculous.
But since we're on that
Movie. Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy is such a cool, awesome character.
sexy, voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Yeah, and then they get like a stick figure
Yeah, you
with
can't
red
have a
hair.
stick figure.
Can't have a stick figure with
You
red
gotta
hair.
have, you have to have a body like,
Poison
you know,
Ivy
like
does have red
Selma
hair.
Hayek, Ava Mendes. Not saying that they should have played her, but I'm talking about the shape of the body.
Right.
Of, you know, I mean, she's supposed to be like Playboy's Playmate of the Year.
You know, a lot of men like Uma Thurman.
Well, a lot of people do like Uma Thurman, period. But as Poison Ivy,
No.
that was a poor choice
Yeah.
whatsoever. It was
Poison.
bad. It was bad.
Poison Ivy.
You know, it was just,
Like I told Lady Freeze when I
pulled
pulled her
her plug.
plug.
This is a one-woman show. We're not saying we didn't watch the movie, but what we're saying is that
I like to quote a lot of things.
It's
Like
always-
Freeze and all Batman.
but you know, Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy is just a little ridiculous. You
Yeah.
can't have a thin, skinny woman playing Uma Thurman. I mean, playing Poison Ivy. It's just not.
But it's not just so much how she looked. It's just how she played it. Poison Ivy.
How she looks, she plays a big part in it though.
But she's very. But Poison Ivy is very intelligent, very calculating, and I just
Not saying that that's even that. I would think that it comes down to that. That's really even Uma Thurman's fault because how they wrote that movie was
the whole
wrong.
movie was like
it was corny.
cornball.
It was just like
And a
I know
cornball
Tim Burton's
mold.
first two Batmans was kind of corny, but the third and fourth Batman really pushed the envelope. I mean, it was just like, what is going on?
Could you get any worse?
I mean,
Well, let's back up one and talk about
the third Batman movie,
Batman and Robin. Because Tommy Lee Jones
wasn't Batman and Robin the last one?
no.
Batman Forever was.
Batman Forever was.
No, it was Batman Forever, then Batman and Robin. Batman Forever was with.
Well, that's bad titling.
I know.
It's terrible.
Batman
Are you
Forever.
sure?
Yes, Batman Forever.
But Batman and Robin were partners in this third one.
I know. They became partners in the third one. They were, like, together in Batman and Robin.
Tommy Lee Jones was awful as
Oh
Two-Face.
my goodness. I'd never seen Two-Face so corny in my life. Thank God for Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
Thank God he came and took the part. And you know, they redid Two-Face
and they made his face look
right, because like Two-Face, you're supposed to look at it and just be like, oh, I mean, like how is the backstory
look
the
more cartoonish than the cartoon Two-Face?
It's true. He had like Blaine's suit one side and like pink zebra print on the other. It was really weird.
Yeah, a lot of yellow lighting.
It was like he was trying to pull off like a cheesy Jack Nicholson Joker with Two-Face. I mean, it was really, really, really weird, you know?
Yeah.
It was crazy. But Val Kilmer as Batman was just wrong. It was weird. I just think the whole movie was weird. The third and fourth movie was just kind of weird compared to the comic books to me.
Let's turn our eyes towards Smallville. A very popular show. Bizarro!
the villains on... The only villain I liked on
Besides
Smallville,
Michael Rosenbaum.
besides Michael Rosenbaum and Lionel Luthor, who was actually the doctor, the mad scientist that changed Uma Thurman into Poison Ivy.
Trivia.
John Glover is his name.
Because you used to like him, right?
I did. I had a crush on him when I watched Gremlins too. I thought he was very good looking. Anyways, villains from Smallville are horrible, period, other than Lionel Luthor.
I mean, it's a waste of
say,
you know what? It's very anti-climactic.
I heard someone made the point that, you know, there's different universes, and then the Golden Age and the Silver Age, and there are different adaptations. So, you know, maybe you kind of have room to just, you have liberty to change some things.
No, but
wait, no, I think they do, but you don't have to rape them.
this is true. This is so true. You have a character like Mxyzptlk. You can do
my gosh!
anything with Mxyzptlk.
That was the worst.
You can do anything.
That tops the list beyond the universe.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Even Star Trek takes a character called Q that's kind of like Mxyzptlk, and they can do anything.
Yeah.
That's like the episode.
Supernatural
That's like
trickster.
That's like them saying, I don't know what I want to do this episode. Hey, let's just bring in Q. Let's just bring in the trickster, and we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And Smallville had a perfect opportunity.
It doesn't have to make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. They had a perfect opportunity to do that with Mxyzptlk. It could have been a Smallville musical, as corny and stupid as that sounds, but they could have did it because they had Mxyzptlk, and it would have made sense. But did they take advantage of that character?
No.
They did not, and that ticked me off so much. When I found out that Mxyzptlk was going to be on Smallville, I was so excited. I was so excited to see that short little white-haired midget like so much. I was like, oh my goodness, Mxyzptlk. And I was just like, the whole entire episode, okay, where's the joke? Come on. And I was I was crying when the credits rolled.
They didn't put him away. They just, like, there was the insinuation that Lex was gonna bring him back or use him again or something, and then they never even brought him up again.
They didn't need to. They demolished.
I know,
the
but it was
character.
like, well, maybe there's a redemption chance, but no.
It was horrible.
It was just another wasted episode that didn't connect back in any way when they could have. You know, but they bring back other useless people, like that girl who stalked Lana and could shapeshift by shifting her bows. Who turned out to be a lesbian.